welcome back to the channel, Loving Life Mallorca. I'm Andrew, and today I brought you on a little walk around Magaluf. It's the middle of November, so the season's finished. But what's it really like during the early part of the winter months? So let's have a little look around and to see what it's all like as it's closed down. Come with us. It's going to be a brilliant walk. So if you head up that way there, you get to BCM Square, as it used to be, now called the Square, and Katmandu Park and things. I'm going to bring you around the side here. We're going to walk up to the strip, but starting from the top, walking away down for a change. A lot of people think that Magaluf is just the strip. But to be honest with you, Magaluf is a huge place. You don't actually realise how big Magaluf is until you actually walk around the whole place. There's so many different bars, restaurants and nightclubs around the corners and things, discos and things, that it's well worth just having a little look what's around. And the best time to do it, believe it or not, is this time of the year when it's nice and it's still lovely and warm, mid-20s today. This morning we had some really dark clouds, but the dark clouds have gone now, as you can see, and it really has become quite a nice day. You can imagine a lot of places are closed, like the East End Spa there, but you will find places to have a drink, something to eat, like Prince William pub just there. So if I turn left here, I could walk all the way around, and it's a few hotels round there and things. But the main part of it is on the right hand side here, where you'll find a load of shops and things, normally when they're open, as you can see. This is really quiet, isn't it? You can see it's a lovely time, so I'm saying, to come this time of the year, the winter months, because it's peaceful. The weather is perfect for walking and things. There's a few cafe bars open to have a little drink. That's a strip there. There's a few nightclubs that are around this part, obviously the main one being the BCM. I stayed here a couple of months ago when it was open, when it was all happening, and believe me, it was a completely different atmosphere there. It's nice to see it in the two areas, if you know what I mean, from being really busy, as Magaluf should be, with music and young people enjoying themselves and all the rest of it all, against being like this, which I very much enjoy as well. So that was the hotel I stayed in, Vista Nova, a little while ago. And did a few films around Magaluf, the night films in there. But as you can see, it's compared to what it was when I was here a couple of months ago, it's so much quieter. The whole place is. So I was saying, it's so quiet everywhere, so peaceful. There's a few people that own round here you get to see in the cafes and things. But as a whole, this is it. This is Magaluf in the winter months. So I was saying, I'm going to do a left now at the top of the strip and walk my way down the strip. The bars across the road, the three lines, that's open. As I was saying, if you do need a drink at all, you will definitely find a bar during your walk. And the beaches are just any of these turning on the left hand side. And the sea, honestly, is still warm enough to have a little swim in, or at least a paddle. There's a nightclub up there for sale. There's a tattoo place down below and the nightclub upstairs. I don't know if both businesses are up for sale. God, during the main part of the summer months, this is really rammed around here. So if you fancy a little bit of winter sun, should I say, and you don't want the aggravation of the loud noise of things from the nightclubs, but you still want a quiet little drink or a meal out, well, perhaps Magaluf is the place to come during the winter months. I tell everybody that it's just so peaceful round here, out of season. And you can still go for a swim, still go for long walks. There's a few restaurants, bars open. You can grab yourself a little drink or a meal or something. And now we're at the bottom of the strip. There's a police station over there. Round here, this is Stereo. And Temple that side. Where normally, as a rule, summer months, there'd be chairs out here, tables. You know, a complete different story for the season, isn't it? Here we are, halfway through November. Well, I walked down to the end of the beach now. And I'm going to walk down to see what's open down the bottom end. But again, it's a lot different than what it was a few months ago when the season was on, wasn't it? But it's still warm. There's still people in there swimming. And the sea is still a nice temperature to at least have a little paddle in. Now this is Crusoe just up here. It's been up sale for a long time, and this is in the summer. This is a real busy bar just in here. You can see why it's a lovely place, isn't it? They made it look really nice, haven't they? And there's lots and lots of these little paths that take you up to the strip. That's where the hippie market was over there in the summer. Now this is Blackbeard's restaurant is here. And it's got a pirate theme. And normally it's, obviously you imagine, it's normally ever so busy in there, but as you can see they've got the fences up. And it's all closed for the winter. It looks so different, doesn't it, this time of the year? Everything's covered in protective film. Now this is the Wave House hotel and little water thing. Got the flow rider. If you're good on like a surfboard type of thing, you'd be really good in there. And it's people queuing up there when it's obviously when it's open to anticipating it. And they're lovely too. People just sitting on the beach reading a book and things, and people down here with their dogs playing ball with their dogs. I mean, that's a real nice place to spend the afternoon, isn't it? This is what I like about it. In the winter months, you've got the sun, still got a little bit of heat. Got people walking around. It doesn't seem to be any urgency. Normally this place is open in the winter. I normally go in there and get a drink, at least a drink. Lovely though, just to have the time to walk your dogs. Just go on the beach for a walk. There's Nicky Beach just down there. Obviously Nicky Beach is all closed up, but it's still nice to have a little walk down there, isn't it? I bet the people who live in these houses or stay in them definitely noticed a lot of difference between the main summer months and where we're having now. And this is Nicky Beach just here, which have music and different things in there. The hotel at the back. Again, it's a lot different than the last time I was here. With music, the disco people playing the music and the girls running around selling drinks. And this is the actual beach itself. They put a few sun loungers down here, and over there they have a few trips going from over there in the summer months. And I think this is probably the best view of the whole of Magaluf just from here, just looking around the coast. So I'm just turning left to Nicky Beach to have a little look what's around this part of the town here. So this is Nicky Beach just here, and the car park you see there in the summer months is all filled up with designer cars, if you like. You know, cars of all prices. And look, they're putting Christmas decorations up on the lampposts. So I'm going to start walking into town now. I always think this is the start of it, as it were, because there's a Britannia pub just there. And you either turn left up there and you get up to the BCM nightclub, or you come this way with the beach directly on your right hand side, and you get to some of the shops, the new parts I call it, you know, with the designer shops, and then the road turns off, which becomes a strip. This is all the new part now on the left now. This is the new hotel. Call it a new hotel. It's a few years old now, as you can imagine. But it's a famous one. It's got the swimming pool that's up on the roof. There you are, right along the top there. That is the swimming pool. And you can get up there if you're not a hotel, you know, if you're not staying there. There's a bar up there and a restaurant that people can use. But it's a lovely view when you get up there. There's a few shops still open up here, like there's a clothing shop just there. But a lot of places are closed now for the winter. You have to remember when you're here that this actually is a road, and it can get a bit dangerous if you're staggering down here because you've had one too many sherbets, should I say. It does make me wonder, to be honest with you, if they all got together. It's, especially with weather like this, it could be such a different story that they could open for a lot longer months. You know, some of these cafes here, they're still open. Obviously for locals, it's a locals bar. But it wouldn't take much to give it a trial, would it? To see, give it a couple of seasons to see exactly what would happen. Well, that's the strip just on the right hand side, just round there. This place used to be called BCM Square. It's got all the club, the little bars round it, and the BCM nightclub is at the back. But they changed the name, split it all between the club and in here, split it, and now this is called the Square, and obviously BCM is still called BCM. As you can see, it's very quiet now. Again, it's a totally different story what it'd be if you come here in the summer months. And that's the actual nightclub just there. That is a BCM nightclub. You used to be able to go through those gates straight round the front into the nightclub, but they've stopped that now by locking the gate. And the strip is just to our right hand side. That is the Katmandu area. There's a hotel and Katmandu place that's got all the 4D cinemas and all the rest of it all in there. It's great. It's great fun. Great fun in there. And this is Katmandu itself. As I said, I've had some really good times in there, bringing the nephews and people in there. I think there's something for everyone, from crazy golf in there. Then there's the 3 and 4D cinemas, the upside down house, crazy house, and different things all in there. On the other side of the road there's restaurants and things. Leo Bars is open over there for a restaurant, for a drink, a bit of food or whatever. There's a few takeaway cafes, restaurants just around here. You can get yourself a drink. That's Katmandu again from the main entrance. So I went past the main entrance of Katmandu. At the end of the main road, which is this, I turned left, which brings me along here. There's a few more bars along here, like the Morgan's up there, and a little row of shops just going up there. But if I take a left, continue walking up here, then I'll see BCM nightclub. Eventually I'd see the Pirates if I kept to the right hand side. But there's so many takeaways just up this part here, because obviously when you come out of the nightclub at 4 or 5 in the morning, whatever it is now, you do need a little bit of fuel, don't you? So I can imagine when it is busy, these cafe bars, takeaways, probably do a roaring trade. I was so lucky when I came down here a couple of months ago for the few days that I was actually invited in BCM, the nightclub, with an all areas pass. and it was really brilliant to see it from every angle, if you like. There was no restrictions where I wasn't allowed to go into for the lighting area, and behind the DJ and the VIP lounge. I mean, that was well worth looking at. It really was, and it was a really enjoyable evening, that was. Saying this side of the road, you've got more clubs. Cafes and things. Takeaways. There's a KFC back there. There's a Burger King coming up, little Burger King thing. This little place is still open for the locals. As I said, you definitely won't go hungry if you're coming around here. This is Benny Hills here. I remember it when I was here. It was absolutely rammed, and it really did take me back to Benny Hill of the 1970s. So have you been to Magaluf in the winter months? How did you find it? Did you enjoy it, or was it a little bit too quiet for you? So back to Nicky Beach, just across the road again. Just walked in a circle. And if I take the right hand side just up here, I will get to, in about 10 minutes, quarter of an hour, I'll get to Pirates, the evening adventure show. And in about 20 minutes or so further on, I'll get to the aqua park. But I'm going to leave it now just at this point. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's film. If you did, I'd love to give a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget Facebook page. Lovely Life Mallorca. I'll catch you on the next film. Take care of each other, and bye for now.